Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. My name is Yakabo from Plain Tables Camp. This is Benjamin Netanyahu, who has declared a war against Palestine, and Palestinians, which these are Arabs that inhabit parts of the land of Israel. All right, and then you have the Edomites and mingled people that inhabit the other part of the land of Israel. All right. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu promised harsh retaliation after Hamas, a leading Palestinian armed group, unleashed a major attack on the Khazar Jewish state. All right, that's what they are. All right, it says it's October 7th. The people of India stand by in solidarity with Israel. Okay. Yeah, they're going to use their missiles against the West too, because they have nuclear power. All right. It says in the last few hours, dozens of IDF fighters jets struck 17 military compounds and 4 operational command centers belonging to a Hamas terrorist organization in Gaza. So they call them terrorists, even though the Khazars are terrorists also. If you're going to call them terrorists, then they got to be terrorists too. All right. Now we got scripture, and then got a video. This is Revelation 11 and 14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. The woe means a war that's going to end in nuclear fire. All right. So you have World War I, World War II. So this is the second World War. Then the third World War is going to end in nuclear fire. And the scriptures say, and when you read Jeremiah 49 and Jeremiah 50, the least of the flock, we believe that's referring to the Khazars that are dwelling in the land right now. All right, that have stolen our identity. All right. The true biblical Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and our people scattered throughout the nations. All right, they've those Khazars in that land have stolen our identity. Now they call themselves our name. All right, we believe that the least of the flock here, it says, therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh, that he hath taken against Edom, and his purpose that he hath purpose against the inhabitants of T-Man. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. The T-Man would be another tribe of the Edomites. All right, which is supposed to be the wisest amongst the Edomites. The group is the wisest amongst the Edomites, which we believe those they settled around Germany. All right, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. All right, and some of the technology that the T-Man came up with was the nuclear technology. All right. Surely the least of the flock, and the least of the flock we believe are the Amalekites, all right, which they inhabit parts of the land of Israel. All right. They make up the population of the imposters. All right. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Draw out what? The technology, the war. All right. The nuclear fire, the third world's war. All right, that's going to result in the total annihilation of Babylon, America. All right, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. All right, the third world's war. All right, surely, and the end result is going to be the nuclear fire. All right, that T-Man. All right, along we know with other tribes, the Edomites, but mainly the Temanites. All right, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And says the same thing, because they're all Edomites, no matter what tribes they're from. All right, Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahweh, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purpose that he hath purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate. That's how we know that the Edomites and the Babylon, all right, Great Babylon, New Babylon, All right, it's referring to the same nation of people. All right, they're a Caucasian type people. All right. Now the Khazars have a tan to them because they mix themselves with the nations and they live in a hot region. So you're gonna see them with tans. All right. Sometimes, not even all the time. All right. But when they go to that region, they get a little darker because they get tans and they mix themselves with the nations. All right. Here's where we at. So Babylon is referring to mainly America. All right, because Edom is referring to the Edomites, America. All right. He has taken against Babylon, and his purpose that he had purpose against the Chaldees. The Chaldees is supposed to be the wise men of ancient Babylon. All right, and so they would be akin to the Temanites. All right, surely the least of the flock. All right, the Khazar imposter. All right, surely the least of the flock. We believe those are the imposters that took our land. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. All right, so you have two places that are going to be completely incinerated. All right, our old land back over there in the so-called Middle East and Babylon, America, are going to be completely incinerated. All right, but our ancient land is going to be built back up. So it's breaking news right now. Israel versus Palestine. Big statement by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Hamas invade Gaza. All right. Now let that play. And I end the video. Shalom.
All right, we're getting some more breaking news. This is a big statement that has been issued by the Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. What has been said is that we are in a state of war. We are at war. Big statement coming in about the situation. Remember, earlier this morning, Israel Defense Forces had already made that statement, but this is now the Prime Minister of the country making that big statement saying we are at war. This all escalated this morning when Hamas claimed responsibility for an attack that was launched. 5,000 rockets had been fired into Israel. We're going to listen into that statement coming in.
אזרחי ישראל.
The least of the flock again, if I didn't say it before, that they're going to cause the Third World War to happen. They're going to precipitate it. They're going to be a reason that the Third World War takes place. And if this is true, they may cause America to get involved or other nations to get involved on the operation against the Palestinians or whoever these imposters attack. All right. The least of the flock shall draw them out, meaning escalate, be an integral part or some part of a Third World War taking place. All right, that's going to result in the total annihilation of their own land that they inhabit, which is our land, and Great Babylon, which is America. All right, in case I wasn't clear on that. Least of the flock shall draw them out.
אנחנו במלחמה, לא במבצע, לא בסבבים, במלחמה. הבוקר חמאס פתח במתקפת פתע רצחני נגד מדינת ישראל ונגד אזרחיה. אנחנו בתוך זה משעות הבוקר המוקדמות. כינסתי את ראשי מערכת...
No, he's speaking in that Khazar Hebrew. Let's do this.
We are at war. Not an operation, not rounds, but at war. This morning, Hamas opened a... We are at war. Not an operation, not rounds, but at war. This morning, Hamas opened a murderous surprise attack against the state of Israel and its citizens. We're in it since early morning. I convened heads of security. I instructed first to clear the villages from terrorists that infiltrated. This is taking place now. In addition, I ordered a wide call for reservists to fight back with might and scope that the enemy did not know. The enemy will pay a price he did not know until now. In the meantime, I call on all citizens of Israel to strictly obey the instructions of the army and the instructions of the Home Command. We are in a war, and we will win it.
Yeah, that's it could be a false flag. You know, they could have did that themselves or paid a group to do that so they could start help precipitate a third World War. All right. Then you got Zelensky, Vladimir Zelensky. He is a Khazar J. So I mean, in all fronts, you got operations going on around the world that fulfill that scripture. Was it Jeremiah 49:20, Jeremiah 50 and 45. So coming from Ukraine or coming from the Levant, you got Khazar J's operation starting a third World War. All right, the beginning stages of it. All right, and it's a video. You can't really see it though. It's on their website, their X website, formerly Twitter. I guess there's a drone attack or a missile from a jet. I think it's a drone. And it's keep repeating. I think it's repeating, right? Or is it different locations? That's the IDF. All right, I put in we are at war. So this is ABC 7 Chicago. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on the television address declaring a mass mobilization of the country's army reserves, not an operation, not a round, but at war. All right, and he's calling all the people to obey the government. You know, and that was a big statement. To obey the government. All right. So when America or Britain gets a similar attack, a false flag, whatever, expect similar speech. All right. Obey the government. Obey the government. All right. Uncle Sam, whatever. All right. So consider that. I consider that a precursor to things to come. You know, in our own lands, you know, where we dwell, where we preach at. All right. Obey a reason to enact all the laws that they have on the books to declare martial law, all right, to bring in a more draconian system similar to the lockdowns, all right, this artificial famine, whether it be real or artificial, but the artificial famine, they can more regulate the flow of, of products that we need for everyday life. And have us all in long-ass lines in central locations. All right, so this is why we need Yahweh Shai, divine intervention. All right, we definitely need divine intervention and help. All right, Psalms 91. All right, I'll leave that there. Hope you were edified. Shalom.